Howdy all, I'm Adam the Renaissance Nerd. Woke up today and was greeted by the inevitable. Just gonna jump right to it, no need for a preamble. E3, done. It's over. It was over a long time ago. It was a corpse that just kept shuffling along, but it's over. Now let's be very clear. I grew up with E3 as the big event in the video game world for a lot of my adult life. E3 was coming out. That is when you heard major announcements for all your favorite franchises, all your favorite companies. You lived for it. Hell, I knew a person, I hung out with them online, who worked for a small gaming company, and therefore she was always at E3. And whenever E3 came around, I would get a direct pipeline of information, hours before it would hit the mainstream. So that was a big deal for me. I was able to live vicariously, and I had that little boy dream that one day I'd go to E3 and I'd see it all live. And as I got older and I realized, wow, it's just a stuffy room-packed convention-like situation where you don't really have that much fun. The news is sometimes good, and you aren't really experiencing anything grand. Because as the years went on, and my friend, she would feed me the information, me and several others, she'd tell us that we'd all talk about it on a forum. Yeah, forums, that was a thing once upon a time. I realized something. The news was getting less and less interesting. Companies were not showing up. They were not bringing their best to E3. They weren't rushing to get shit out. And here we are, 2023, the past 3-4 years, yes, because of certain events, certain closures that were happening, E3 suffered directly because E3 was a live event. It wasn't a digital, it wasn't an online event. What happened when E3 didn't put itself on a couple years ago? Every major company decided, hey, everybody's watching online anyway. Why don't we just, I don't know, pimp our own shit? Why do we need to spend millions of dollars to get a booth at a convention that nobody cares about because we're not even bringing our best and brightest ideas to it? We're saving it for our own personal announcements. And that's what happened. We're at Niche Gamer. Let's read this officially here. E3 Electronic Entertainment Expo, the world famous trade show for all things video games, is officially dead after 28 years. The first E3 was in 95. The show was originally intended to be a place for industry professionals and journalists. Over the decades, E3 opened the doors to smaller bloggers and finally casual attendees, similar to a type of video convention such as MagFest. And here they are next Twitter. This is a pathetic post to say farewell to. After more than 2 decades of E3, each one bigger than the last, the time has come to say goodbye. Thanks for the memories. Thanks for nothing for a very long time. Because as I said, E3 hadn't delivered anything mega or spectacular, honestly, throughout the 20 teens. Didn't deliver anything great. There was no major announcements. Nothing was exciting. Frankly, Tokyo Game Show delivered more exciting news as the years went on than E3 did. What does this mean, though? Well, let's take this in a direction for the rest of this video about what does this mean for the future? What does it mean for announcements? I think I've already made it pretty apparent what it means. The giant companies, the AAAs, the reason E3 fell apart is because the AAA said, we're not going to bother with you anymore. That's why it is poo-pooed. And frankly, even the AAAs with their own personal announcements, whether it's State of Play or whatever the hell Nintendo does, and when they haven't even delivered on their own end these days. And here's where I want to go for this final part of the video. I don't care about announcements. I really don't care about announcements. I don't care about a big, flashy this or that. I want to know if something's coming out, yes. But don't throw out one cinematic video and expect me to get excited. Show me gameplay. Tell me something of the story. Show me actual interactive footage. Don't just show me a cinematic. And that's the problem today. They just show cinematics. Or they tell you something's going to happen, and then they walk away, and they don't give you any other news. They make a big deal on one of their events, but they don't tell you more. I honestly think that the AAA companies who used to rely on E3 and now rely on themselves, I truly believe they need to go back and reevaluate how they disseminate information. Either give us a focus on one thing, or focus on nothing at all. And that's the other problem, too. With these events now that E3 is gone and we're left with all the individual mega company events, whether it's the giant corporation or a smaller company itself. Because remember, a lot of these corporations like Microsoft and Sony, they have gobbled up what were once independent AAA game developers. Stop doing mega events that go over a bunch of shit. Because you understand what happens with these things? People will watch them. Yes, people watch these, but they're just waiting for that one thing. They're waiting for that one thing, and even if they get it, more often than not, people are just going to go, I needed more. You made me wait 2 hours into this presentation, this event, this chain of cinematic trailers for one little bit of something that I was sort of interested in, and you didn't even give me much on that. I think we really need to get away from all of these giant parade of nothings. E3 is the perfect example. E3 became a parade of nothing. And now all these other ones are doing their own personal parades of nothings. Just announce a game. Announce a game. When you have enough actual footage to make it look attractive, to sell it to somebody, to sell the idea, the concept, put out a couple different trailers. A cinematic trailer, yes. A cinematic trailer. Don't get me wrong. I like a cinematic trailer because that's how you get stories sometimes. But give me a cinematic trailer, then give me some gameplay so I can see what it looks like. And then give me maybe some behind-the-scenes discussion about what goes into the game, where they want to go. Maybe a roadmap if it's a game that's going to have a lot of DLC and extras. That's the way it should go. I think all formats, and again, all these three major companies, the way they do their stuff, it's based on the structure of E3. Let's get away from all these giant parades of nothings. Most of the time, it's shit nobody wants or cares about. Let's focus on individual releases, individual presentations. I think that's the way to go. No more hiding your crap amongst good things. No more wasting our time. No more making us sit around and watch for hours for one thing we may be interested in. Focus fire with your customers. I guarantee people will receive it a whole lot better if you just give them exactly what they want to see without making them wait through loads of crap they aren't interested in. All right, I'm done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be very much appreciated. If you are new here, I invite you to subscribe to me right here on YouTube, where I'm trying to earn your trust and support using facts and logic, because facts and logic do not care about whiny fifis. Hit the notification button. Share my videos if you like what I am preaching, and by all means, leave a comment. Love to hear from the true passionate fan like you. I care what you think. I do not care what the fake fan stands and SJWs have to say, because 201, they're all cowards behind keyboards, and not a single one of them even knows or knew what E3 was. Thank you again for watching. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you'd like to reach out to me, please email me at theranernerd@gmail.com for all channel business purposes. I am on Twitter now, mostly for promotion and sharing of videos, maybe a little shit stirring here and there, who knows, @theranernerd. You can also find me at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can see me on Rumble and Odyssey under the Renaissance Nerd. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.